truly embracing your new self while being unapologetically you. If that's not a bar in itself. What's up, y'all? Hey. Big Silken is back. I'm here, y'all, and I'm back with another one of them ones. So, I'm on like a lunch break, right? And this literally just thought came to me. And I was like, you know what? Since I'm working on being back consistent on YouTube, I'm just going to go ahead and make a video about this and call it a day. Because, again, like my last video, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. So I'm like, let me go ahead and share with my community, okay? So if y'all see me keep looking, it's because I'm sitting in a parking lot and I got to be aware of my surroundings, okay? Okay. But I wrote it down because, like I said, I didn't want to lose my train of thought or lose this, lose this. So literally what I'm going to talk to y'all real quickly about is truly embracing your new self while being unapologetically you. If that's not a bar in itself, yo, that means so much. And I'm not going to go into it super deep, but I'm going to give y'all like some touch points that I thought about. And as y'all can see, this is in my notes. Like I wrote this down literally today. But yeah, like embracing your newer self while being unapologetically you, right? So to me, that means no longer being at places that no longer serve you, dealing with certain people, or desires to do things that you did in the past. So basically, girl, you're not wrong. You're just elevating. So it's like, because I feel like some people get stuck at being in their comfort zone because of like their surroundings and their friends and what they're used to. So like you can have a friend who still want to be outside and party and do all that shit from sun up to sundown every weekend. But whereas you're like, no, like I don't want to do that no more. Like I've been there and I've done that. And that's me. Not saying that I have any friends right now that want to do that, but that was me. I used to go out from Thursday to Sunday every single week. Oh, it's hot now. When I was younger. So like I've grown out of that. Like that no longer serves me. I don't even like clubs, and I'm being 1,000% honest with you guys. Like I'd rather go to like a lounge or go to like a bar. I live in Atlanta, so like I really love, if you know me, like I love cigar lounges, really and truly, because the atmosphere, the aura, the men, you know what I'm saying, and the women too. Like the vibe is just like no other. You're surrounded by older people, so you don't have to be worrying about looking behind your back like, oh my god, is somebody gonna mess with me, or you step on somebody's shoe and it's a fight. Like, you know how them YNs act, and it doesn't give that. And I've been called bougie and stuff now, where people be like, oh Silken, you're just like a new Christian now, because like even my taste in music changed a little bit. Well, not even changed, I just invite new things now. So but I know there's like people who feel weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my best friend is still wanting to do this, but I don't want to do it. Girl, then tell your friend you don't want to do that, and that's your friend. They will respect that, because you're elevating. And it's like when we're growing into new levels, seriously, y'all, we have to really embrace that, because we didn't put all this work into ourselves to stay stagnant and be where we currently are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, what's the point? What was the point of taking out time to heal? What was the point of fasting and doing all these things and making sure that you don't jump back into those old relationships? What was the point of, saying to yourself, like, you know what? I don't want to drink liquor no more. I'm cool off it. What is the point? If you're, you know what I'm saying? If you can't sit here and tell somebody else that that's no longer you, I think that's crazy. I think that's absolutely crazy. And I feel like it should be a thing, like within more friendship. That should be like a topic of a conversation. Even with relationships, but specifically more to friendships, because, you know, with your friends, your homegirls, y'all get drunk, people smoke weed, smoke hookah, be outside till 4 a.m, like, you know, dealing with all these different type of men, all type of stuff. Girls, we know how the friend groups go and how they used to go. Let me say that, how they used to go, okay? Because that's not my friend group. So it's like, we need to have those conversations. And friends, when your friend is having that conversation with you and being open and vulnerable, you need to allow that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not there where they are doesn't mean that you can make them feel a way because they elevating. Because that's all it really is. And we don't never see it that way. And I'm trying to understand why we don't. Why don't we? Like, that is a part of growing. You do not want to be in the same space that you started last month, 2 months ago, or even the year before, because you're wasting your time. You're literally wasting your time. And if your friends get mad, or whoever you speak to about these conversations, then baby, you outgrown that circle and you got to jump into the next one. That's all that means. And then you go ahead and, you know, deal with that. And it's never no beef, because that's the thing too. Girls be so catty. Like, you know, we are emotional creatures, but when it comes to shit like that, like, beef would not be the first thing that comes to my mind. It would not be the first. I just be like, damn, she don't do it no more. Okay, cool. And then you hear out your friend, and then you be like, oh, okay, makes sense. Like, my dog is elevated. My dog's mindset is somewhere else. Like, she's trying to do these things, and if she's trying to be this person, she can't do those things that she did in her past season. It's called seasons for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go through them and you leave them behind. You go through them and you leave them behind. You pick up what you learn from each season, apply it to your next one, and just continue to grow. Continue to grow. Do not be scared to have those conversations with your friends. Because honestly, like, y'all know that prayer that people be praying, or people be saying, like, I'm scared to pray this prayer. When you ask God, God, please remove who is not for me. Baby, when I tell you, you pray that prayer to God, and you ask God for him to remove people out of your path who is not supposed to be with you on your journey, who is not supposed to be your friend no more, who is talking behind your back. Get specific with that prayer, and I promise you, God is going to reveal. He always does. He always does. So it's like, and sometimes too, what it is, even when you don't pray that prayer, God sits high and he looks low. So he sees and knows every single thing. So that bestie or that homegirl who you feel is like your one all be all can be talking about you today, friends. God hears and sees their conversation and slowly removes you from there. And then you sitting there like, no, that's my bestie. That's my homegirl. You've outgrown that. You've outgrown that. So just allow yourself, like, embrace it. That's what I want you. Just embrace growing pains. Because shedding places, shedding people, shedding things, we always go to thinking that it's a bad thing. And it's not. I'm telling you, everything works for your greater good. Regardless. And I'm speaking from somebody who lost a mama. And I can now say 3 years later that that's still working for my good. Even though that shit is painful to this day, there's a reason for everything. And only God knows. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just want us to be more in tune with ourselves. I pray that, you know, like, a lot of women really tap into themselves and evaluate their situations, evaluate their friends, evaluate your career, evaluate your hobbies. Like, because all of that shit is a part of you, y'all. It's a part of you. And you don't want to continue to do bad habits and then want to be walking into these new doors. These new doors will not accept that old you. Baby, these new doors that I'm opening will not accept me wanting to be in the club Thursday through Sunday. It's just not that. And then too, at the same time, like, you know, I'm 35. I'm 35. So why do I want to continue to do that? Plus, I got an 8-year-old daughter. Like, that shit just no longer serves me. And it's no shade. It's no shade to my homegirls, to my cousins, to my sisters, to my brother. Like, it's no shade to the ones who really are around me that still want to live that life. But It will be shade if I tell you that that's not a part of me, and then you have a problem. That's where the problem will lie for me. So I just feel like, y'all, embrace it. Embrace it. Because it's a part of elevation. And everybody cannot come up with you. Sorry. You heard it before, but now you're hearing it from me. So that means it's confirmation. Everybody cannot come with you. They cannot. They just can't. So accept it. Accept it. Grow with it. Have those conversations, because see, look at her watching me. Yeah, girl, make a YouTube video. Trust. But have those conversations, because like I always say, conversations equal. I ain't gonna tell you how my camera cut off because it was too hot. So I drove back to my job and got on this little area. But anyways, I'm gonna be ending the video soon, regardless. But like where I left off at, like, conversation equals clarity. Like, it's not conflict. So, and if you're not able to have those tough conversations with your friends or your peers or your family, it's like, are we really friends? Like, we can talk when things ain't all great. And it's not even that it's not great. It's just different views. Like, I'm just letting you know that I have burst out of my cocoon to this butterfly. And those things that we used to do back in the day just don't serve me no more, friend. Like, that's all I'm telling you. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick to just let y'all know, like, there's nothing wrong with you. So don't sit here and think like, oh, I'm changing. Oh, I'm being flawed. Oh, this can create beef. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You are just growing and you're elevating, and you need to embrace it, because it's a beautiful thing, truly. And once we really allow ourselves to embrace the new us unapologetically, baby, them doors gonna fly open. They're gonna fly open. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But the key word too is being unapologetically you. So you're not scared to say, y'all, I don't want to go to Allure tonight. No. I don't want to go to Allure no more, period. I don't want to go to Onyx. Like, y'all, that's just not me. Y'all have fun, and I'll be at the crib. You know what I'm saying? You're not being shady. You're not being real. You just being you. So just, I wanted to just drop that, like how, what Country Wayne say? Let that sizzle in your spirit. Let it sizzle in your spirit, for real. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Just embrace that new change. Embrace you coming out of that cocoon, and just embrace walking into new doors. All right? So that's all that Preacher Silken wanted to go ahead and say to y'all today. I hope that, you know, it touched somebody. If I touch one person, then it's cool. Literally, for real. Like, if one person hears this, then they'll be able to spread it amongst others. So, yeah, y'all. That's it. Stay tuned for the next one. And I love y'all. See you on the next one.